All right, guys, how are you today? This is Andrew from the Deal Finders Club, and we're going to talk about one of the most important characteristics in becoming an investor or business owner, for that matter, today. All right, so let's buckle up. Let's get started. It's just going to be me today on the podcast, so hopefully I can give you guys some tips, some tricks to get you going and to build your business. So what is that number one thing that I think you need in order to be successful? It's delayed gratification, being able to be okay with delayed gratification. Why is that a thing? Why do I think that's so important? Because in real estate, the big gains are you get the big gains when you wait a little longer, you hold a little longer, you leave some of that equity in there to allow the property to appreciate, and you get the bigger gains. Now, that doesn't mean you don't need transactions and you need cash flow today to run your business or to live off of, right? You still need that. But if real estate investing is there to supplement or to build your wealth in the future, delayed gratification is going to help you succeed. So let me just go back and tell you where this comes from. So when Michelle and I first got started in this, we both were working full-time jobs and we had young kids, right? So throughout the very beginning, I got my first house. It was a rental house. It was going to be an investment, but I was thinking 30 years. I bought it thinking in 30 years, this will be a good investment. Talk about delayed gratification. And I was okay with that. I said, you know what? We'll go ahead and do this because it wasn't my primary income. I had a W-2 job. I knew I had income. So this real estate investment was going to be there in the future, later on when I retired and I needed it to support me. And then we bought a couple more. We actually had 4 properties with that same mindset where it was, don't really want cash, don't need money from it today, not really looking for it to support us. We're thinking 30 years down the road, which was, in my mind, when the tenants would have paid off the mortgage and we would be closer to retirement at that point. And so that's how we were buying deals. And it led to fantastic deals because we weren't taking cash out. We were able to let the equity grow. And then when we finally sold some of those, they were big paydays. Now, our investment strategies have changed. Why? Well, because Michelle and I now use this as our daily income. We are in real estate this is our full-time job now since 2018. So some of the deals we do become our income and something to live off of, pay our bills, eat, drink, and support the kids, right? The other deals go into our investment portfolio, which still run with a delayed gratification model. Whereas I'm not looking for the income today. I'm looking for a solid investment, solid wealth building piece of property that will grow in value, have tenants pay down the debt, and have some tax benefits as well. So how does this help you move into your next deal or your first deal? Well, understanding that if you're using real estate to build wealth and get to that millionaire status or whatever it is, it doesn't happen overnight. Being okay with putting your money into this deal, working on the property, fixing it up, getting a good tenant, and knowing that it's not going to be a snap of the fingers, oh, we're wealthy. It's going to be over time. So we help a lot of our deal partners and people locally and some students find deals that will fit this model. And so right now on the MLS show, they are out there. They're available to the public. Really good BRRRR properties. Now, if you don't know what that is, that's a whole other video, a whole other podcast. But the BRRRR stands for buying it, renovating it, renting it out, and then refinancing. That's how Michelle and I went from 4 units to 34 in just 2 years. And that's how we were able to retire from our day jobs and go full-time into real estate, because we were looking at these deals and we said, hey, if we can get this now and kind of put our income later, and let's get it now, let's push that income down the road a little bit, and we were able to build a nice base for us to live off of. So those 2 years that we were really hustling, and that'll be another podcast, is the hustle season. When we were really hustling, we didn't take money out of this business. We said, we're going to keep piling it in, growing that base, those units, so that when we got to a point that we could live off of it, that the cash flow could support us, we were there. Once we got there, then we could take the leap of faith and go full-time in real estate. So that's what I'm looking for you guys to kind of grasp and understand, that it's not always the fastest buck that's the best buck. Okay, so yeah, you hear about wholesaling online and all these quick flip strategies. Yes, that's really good to get a quick buck, right? To kind of put some capital in the bank. If you don't have any money and you're looking to get started, yes, get those quick capital infusions. But those are not going to build wealth. Those are not going to set you up for the future. They're not building your cash flow machine. They are just an ATM where you're just grabbing some cash. What you want to make sure you do is not use that cash to go buy toys, right? Don't go buy a golf cart or a boat or whatever, vacations. Take those cash infusions and invest them. Build your real estate business. Buy some units. Set up some systems. Maybe get some software that you need to run your business, okay? That's what delayed gratification is being able to take that income and invest it for the future. Okay, so I hope this helps. I hope this makes sense. This is what allowed us to go and leave our W-2 jobs. Michelle and I, we were very happy in those jobs, but we had looked at what our future was, or where it was headed, and what we wanted it to be, and we knew that freedom was our number one driver. It's the financial freedom to be able to own our own business, work on our hours with people we want to work with, and grow as fast or slow as we want, and be able to be there for our kids and our family the way we want. So that was our number one driving factor, and so we had to delay some of those cash payments and to build our future cash flow machine. So guys, I hope this helps. I hope this is going to be beneficial for you. If you have any questions about that, or, where those deals might be today, I'd love to help you. Reach out, dealfindersclub.com. You can go there and connect with me. I'm on Instagram. The Andrew R. Lucas is Instagram. I think Facebook's the same, but come shoot me a DM and we'll chat. I'd love to help you find those deals because they are out there right now. You just need to know, what you're buying, what you're looking at. So I can point you in the right direction if you need that. If you're local, if you're anywhere in South Carolina or close to us, come down to our live events. We have them just about every week. So go to the dealfindersclub.com/events. There you will find the links to get to all of our events. So come to them. They're free. Just come show up and we'll help you find your next deal if that's where you are. All right. Until then, we'll see you on the next podcast. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the REI Deal Finders podcast. You can find out more and apply to be a part of the REI Deal Finder community at reidealfinders.club.